for this, you're going to be able to hear it. But I'm currently on the Albert Park F1 track, which is amazing. This is, I think, the first corner right here. And that's where Bottas did his little bowling a few years ago. But this is insane. Like there's the thingies, the grandstands, and yeah, just you're allowed to just walk around the track because it's still like a working area, which is mental. But this is the second track I've ever been to now, so let's go. This is, I believe, turn 1. There's the massive gravel track, then it goes down to there, and then you go from there right down to the main straight, all the way down there, which we're about to walk down. Right where I am now is the main straight. This is the pit lanes right there, and it's a long walk. A lot of people are cycling it. I'm walking the whole thing in about 30-degree heat, which is tricky, but got a lot of water, should be okay. But this is absolutely mental. So it's still a working area, which is why everyone's driving on it. But right here is the pit lanes. Now I believe I've got to what is the start-finish line, because there's the box for the flag waver, and that's where the red lights will go. Oh, we can actually see it right now. Here is the start-finish line, which hopefully Lando Norris will cross first in the first race. And now we're at the bit that you can kind of start seeing the grid positions. So we're quite a way bit down. We're near to the back, all the way down here, where I'm assuming Bortoleto will end up being, because I don't think he's going to do very well. But this will probably be where I reckon Yuki will be there, and then maybe Behrman, Hadjar, Hulkenberg, Bortoleto, and who else will the back markers be? Maybe Albon. But we're almost at the end of the straight, which is sick, as you can kind of see there. But it's sort of working road. We've got all the grandstands here. I'm actually on the track itself, coming up to the final corner, where they'll then go all the way down to the straights down there. To the straights, like it's a plural, there's only one. I have absolutely no idea if I'm allowed to just walk around this whole thing, but I'm assuming it's like there's people driving, there's people cycling everywhere, like I said. I'm trying to make this into a little vlog, because it's not every day you can just, be right at the final corner of an F1 circuit. Especially if you're from England. It's not every day you can do that. But I'm so glad you can, because I was so worried the entire thing was going to be blocked off, but it's not, which is brilliant. If you've ever played the F1 game, you will know how flipping hard this final little chicaney bit is. It's not easy, but there is a sprinkler over there, which I'm so tempted to walk through because it is boiling. If this does make it into like a video that I make, I'll put the temperature up now. It's hot. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. It's just too hot. But we've still got so much of the track to do, and I'm getting slightly sprayed by the spray, which is so nice. Now I'm not. But yeah, so we're on the final corner here. You go all the way down there, hard brake into there, and then it's out there and around the corner here. I am doing this reverse, so forgive me. Don't ask me why I'm doing it reverse. Actually, no. I can tell you why I'm doing it reverse. It's because the way that you approach from where we're staying, which by the way is all the way over there, where all those high rises are, it just works out that way. But one thing I have learned about F1 circuits is they are so much longer than they look, and every little section is so much longer than you think it is, like on the game, or than it looks on TV. Like, I've just done the final little bit before you get to the final corner, and it's just like when you're playing it looks so short. Like, this bit here is the straight that goes into the final, like, I don't know if you'd call that, but a chicane or what. And like, it's so much longer than it looks. But unfortunately, because I'm doing the track, I'm kind of missing the actual park bit, which if I can muster up the will, I will be doing that. But what's also cool is, like, you got all the Qatar Airways sponsors around here, but like, yeah, like, it still uses a proper park. You got people just parking up at the side. Meanwhile, there's grandstands everywhere as well. I'm going to take a little detour quick and go and sit down and have some shapes, because here's the actual park and I want to use that. Obviously, as someone that's not from here, a bit you never see on TV is that all of this is in the middle, and it's absolutely stunning. I am so glad that you can hear the wind, if you can, because this day would be impossible without the wind. But it's so nice. Come for a little sit down now, just next to the lake that's in there. Stunning views, but I've got a big bag of shapes. I think it was like I was gonna say a booster box, but that's not the right one. This will be like ASMR now. So we know exactly what bit this is. This is one of the hardest turns to do, I find. And then all the way down there, like, you just forget that it's not a, I don't know if you can hear any of this. It's not a permanent fixture. Like, it's a park, which is insane. Thank the bloody Lord for this wind. It's needed, it's very needed, but look how beautiful the inside is. Really nice. I'm desperately finding a loo. I found a cafe, but I just kind of want to use a public loo. Anyway, I can't actually go on any of this bit of the track, which kind of sucks. I've taken most of the track around, but now I'm going to be doing the path on the inside, which is more like this. This is the path, like, on the inside. Still beautiful, it really is beautiful, but so we're now at the bit where it's just really, really long and just kind of keeps curving around, and it makes its way up to the couple of corners. Birds are so loud. But yeah, not on the track, which is fine because it's getting built, as you can tell. From there. Look at these birds. They're going crazy. I'm at the bit here where around where Sainz overtook Verstappen in this area. I'll play the clip now.
Together at Toro Rosso, and they're about to go wheel to wheel. You're watching a Ferrari take the lead of the Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz, first opportunity.
That was when we kind of knew that the 2024 season was going to be pretty good when that moment happened. Even though he went to win like another 7 races after that. Wind is so loud, but it was a bloody good race. I was on a coach because I couldn't get my car. I was on a coach watching it, and it almost brought a tear to my eye. Did it? No, but it was great. But now I'm kind of at bits that look like this. around this park is black swans. I'm not talking about the stage show / film. I'm talking about these things here. They're all black, which is just so interesting because, as we know from recent, we found, well, I say we, Mum found one black swan in Radipole, but this is a whole different swanery, a whole different black swanery. It's kind of cool. I actually find them less intimidating because they don't look like a typical swan. I think that's a really weird point, but there's also a little island in the middle here. And also, if you want to see, there's the grandstands there. I think we're almost done. That was about where I started over there at that massive car park. Nearly at the end now of my journey, but this is kind of roughly where Russell had his little shunt. I think it was literally right here in Circlet.
So into 6 and 7, this is where he had to try to, and he's got really close up behind the Aston, lost downforce, and then the wheels tipped the car on its side.
And Alonso got a pointless, I think it was 5-second penalty for no reason. So this is pretty much it now. Because I started at the kind of most northerly point of the track, and I've made it around all of that. It's bigger, the kind of middle islands blocking it, but yeah. Stopped for a little bit of lunch now. Made a sandwich from ham that costs the equivalent of 40p, but it's really good. It kind of tastes like hot dog meat. I guess that's the best way to describe it, but this is the view. Not too bad for a second day, Saturday. There's a load of stuff going on behind me. I'm not going to film it because it's weird to do that. So we've come down to the beach, which is about 20-minute walk from our park. Got a Coke. It's St Kilda, which is a really nice little area. So I was over there in the shade, but the wind was just blowing all the sand. There's a little pier over there as well, which some people were jumping off, which is kind of fun. But yeah, it's really, really hot. I don't know what the temp is right now, but it's hot.